Hey, if you go out to my website at this address, you can pick up a free practice document just like the one that I use in this video. Also, you can pick up some step-by-step printable instructions for this lesson. Well, anyway, I just thought I'd let you know they were there. Welcome to How to Insert a Triple Table of Contents. Triple meaning 3. The first table of contents will be our contents in brief, followed by our contents in details, which will be in 2 columns, and finally our individual chapter tables of contents, all in the same document. This is, of course, part 1. Hey, come here, baby. Part 1, Insert. This is how to put them all in. Please be certain to watch the companion video, Format, to find out how to make all these table of contents look good. There's basically 3 parts. Part 1, we'll build a frame for our 3 tables of contents. We'll insert 3 section breaks. We'll put in 2 section breaks continuous, adjust the margins, and we'll insert 2 columns. If you do not want a column table of contents, simply don't do these 3 steps. Finally, we will bookmark our chapters for our individual chapter tables of contents. Part 2 is about the easiest. We insert all 3 tables of contents, including our individual chapter tables of contents. Finally, we will adjust our pages and update our page numbers. Well, that's enough of me. Let's get on with the lesson. Alrighty, we got a lot of work to do. It's not hard, but it is time consuming. First things first, yes, our document has been set up using the headings in the styles box. We do not need the navigation pane right now, so we'll kill it. We do, however, need our paragraph marks. Okay, so turn them on because we need to know what line is what. Just for references, right up front, our document is set up like a booklet. It has the mirrored margins, a 1/2 inch for the binding, and because it is mirrored margins instead of left and right, it says inside, outside for our margins. Just a little upfront information. First thing we have to do is build a frame for all these table of contents to go into. So, at the bottom of your title page, not the bottom line, but the second to bottom line, insert your first section break next page. You're going to put in 2 more of these. Section break next pages are copy and pastable. So I'm copying that. I'm going to the very top of my regular document, Control V to paste my second section break. Now, I'm going to add in on the white page created, hit enter just a bunch of times. In the middle somewhere, Control V to paste your third section break next page. Now we have 2 complete pages separated from each other. We're going to type in BRIEF, brief, because that's where our contents in brief will go. We're going to type in on the bottom one, DETAILS, because that's where our contents and details will go. Contents in brief right now is good just for right now. However, we want 2 columns for our contents in details. So I'm going to zoom in here. You can see better. To put in our columns, not the first line but the second line, we want to page layout, breaks, section break, continuous. Okay? Go to the bottom. Again, breaks, section break, continuous. Section break continuouses do not copy and paste well. This is the frame where our columns will go. Okay? However, we want to page layout, custom margins. We want a little more margin space. So I'm going to change 0.75 to 0.4 to give me as much width over the page as I can get. Mirrored margins, this section, okay. Now we have as much width as we can get. Now comes, make sure it's on the second line, columns, more columns. We want 2 columns, and the reason I came to the box is because I want to squeeze. I'm going to go 0.4. I want to squeeze a little more space. Click OK. Now here are two sets of columns for our details in columns. The last thing we need to do is we need to put in bookmarks for our chapter tables of contents. We go to View, we go to Outline View. Now, let's go to Show Levels, and we don't want all levels, we want Level 1. This is your entire document condensed into your main chapter titles. If you select like this, you have, yes, selected your entire chapter. Now, we select the chapter, then we insert bookmark. No numbers, no spaces, something simple to remember. FISH, that's chapter 1. Click Add. Next, select our next chapter, bookmark. No numbers, no spaces, something simple, CATS. That's our second chapter. I'm only going to do 3. I'm presuming you're going to do this the whole rest. Bookmark. Again, no numbers. We got DOGS. Something simple to remember. You're not going to get a menu or list to choose from later. Let's get out, go to Outlining, and close Outline View. And of course, the entire dogs chapter is selected. Click to get out of that. At this point, we need another tool. We need to view our navigation pane. And we don't need to see everything. We just need to right-click, show heading levels. We only want to see our chapters. And heading level 1, there's one click to our chapters. We're done with the frame. Now, let's start inserting all our table of contents, starting with the brief. Second line, references, table of contents, insert table of contents, options, no styles, OK, no hyperlinks, show levels. We only want chapter 1 because this is our contents in brief. Our leader lines are good. Click OK. Now there is our contents in brief, just our chapter 1s. Our contents in details in columns. Select the second line, not the first one, and repeat. References, table of contents, insert table of contents, options, no styles, yes outline levels, OK, no hyperlinks, show levels. This time we want all 4. We want to see all 4 of our headings and subheadings. OK. No. The answer to this box is no. Pow. And there is our table of contents in details. That's 2 out of 3. Now our per chapter tables of contents. Click where you want. This is a little clicking at first, but don't worry. You want to insert quick parts field. You want to slide all the way down to TOC, table of contents, field codes, options. You want to click B, add to field. Now you click in the bookmark name. We look over, we see it was fish. Click in the bookmark name that you gave earlier. Click OK. Here comes the magic. Boom. And there is our per chapter table of contents. You can click to the other chapters and do all that clicking again. However, I'm in a hurry. I like to cheat. Left click to turn it gray. Hold down the left mouse and select the whole puppy. Right click, copy. Next chapter. Put it where you want it. Control V to paste. Next chapter. Click where you want it. Control V to paste, and so on and so forth. I know this is the dogs chapter and there's the fish pages. You fix this easily. Left click, right click, edit field. Look familiar? Click field codes, up, 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 up. See where it says fish chapter? We're going to type in DOGS, which is what we bookmark for our Chapter 3 dogs. Click OK. Now she's fixed. Click cats. left click, right click, edit field, field codes, double click, and put in the proper bookmark. Click OK. That's a whole lot easier. The last thing you need to do, go through your whole document and straighten your pages out with the additional table of contents in them. When you're done with that, go through every table of contents and get the page numbers right. Left click, right click, update field, update page numbers. Okay. Next chapter. Left click, right click, update field, page numbers. Okay. When you're done with those, go to the top and get the big ones. Left click, right click, update field, page numbers, all right, and in your details, left click, right click, update field, page numbers. Now, let's turn off our paragraph marks, and in 12 minutes or less, we have a contents in brief, a contents in details in 2 columns, and per chapter tables of contents. I know they're all plain Jane and boring. Please see the companion video, part 2 format, for how to turn these ugly little table of contents into something beautiful. But until then, that's how it's done. Hey, enjoy. Have you a good day.